We're going to be going around the Beltway in Northern Virginia and Maryland, and morning traffic. I'm going to try to let the car do everything on its own. We're on 2019.20.1. Actually, I'm going to try to change lanes. I don't want to stay in the slowest lane the whole time. It might change me back, I don't know. I use auto lane change for that lane change, but when you're using Navigate on AutoPilot, sometimes it will change you back to whatever it thinks you should be doing. Yeah, the traffic isn't bad right now. I think we're gonna have to change lanes up here, but I don't know. I don't remember. Everybody seems to be passing by. The speed limit's 55. I'm going 9 over. Maybe I don't need to get out of this lane. Not slow down at all for this corner. That's why we're passing everybody. And then we're going up a big hill too. Normally people would slow down, downshift. Alright, it's getting out of the way. Someone's trying to pass me. Look, now we're slowing down to compensate. You know, if that was a human driver, I saw that truck behind me, I would have pushed down the accelerator a little harder and made the turn before that person got up behind me, because I knew they were going to pass me anyway, and they shouldn't have to pass me on the right. But I don't know, the computer's not that smart, or hasn't had that programmed into it yet, but it should be programmed into the computer, I think, at some point. You shouldn't let people pass you on the right if it doesn't have to happen. Alright, we're on the inner loop here of the Beltway between the 270 spurs, and one of them is going to connect up here in about a mile, and that's when we're probably going to get more traffic. It's going to be a much more complicated driving environment. I think last time we did this area at the Beltway, eventually we get off because we're going on to 95 heading north, and I don't think it even made the exit. I think I had to take over. So we'll see when we get to that part if it gets us off the highway without me having to intervene. Everybody usually slows down for this corner too, but I don't think AutoPilot's going to slow us down. It seems like it should recognize that we're getting into something that's more complicated and slow down, but it just doesn't. Just like that last corner. So you can see the other vehicles coming into the roadway. There's not much traffic here for a weekday, but it's summer, so a lot of people leave town. Oh, we're braking. Look at that. I can't believe AutoPilot just did that. Did you see that? Now it's like letting this Prius go ahead of it. Now, if I was a human driver and I am a human and I was driving, I would not slow down for that Prius. Now it's like this car is trying to get over there, and now I'm trying to get over there, just making a big mess here in traffic. That none of that needed to happen. If you ask me, I think that's just bad programming of the system. They need to fix that too. That could have been potentially dangerous. They created a situation that didn't. It created a dangerous situation as something that wasn't a dangerous situation. Did you see that, Denise? Well, there was just a car accelerating on the acceleration lane that was going much slower than traffic, and AutoPilot saw it and slowed me down from like 65 miles an hour to like 45 just to let the car in. If we were going so much faster, we should have just passed it. So then I was going like 45 on the main lane of the highway here. Whoa, what was that? Whoa! Everything just went off. I don't know what happened. Why that did that? Cruise control unavailable. That's weird. Everything was going just fine. Auto steer temporarily unavailable. Cruise control unavailable. Huh. I wonder why. I might get off the highway here in a minute because I want to see if I have to reset the system, if it'll work. Yeah, it's like nothing driver assist is available right now. Well, this Georgia Avenue is going to be hard for me to turn around, so I'm not going to get off at this exit, but I'll get off at the next exit. I can easily turn around, just shut the car off and then restart it and see if it works. See, I'm not seeing any of the blue lines or even the gray lines indicating where I'm driving. It's just a blank screen. Our screen just lightened up in the dark mode. Alright, I'm gonna move over here. So everything seems to work besides the driver assist stuff. Let's see what it's doing. Alright, I'm getting off here. And I know an easy way to turn around quickly. Oh wait, it's back. I don't need to. Like, all of a sudden it's just back. I didn't do anything. I see the lines. Alright. So it just went off. It's a good thing I was paying attention. Because if I just would have assumed that this is going to work all the time, I would have gotten in an accident. And it's, you know, the way the system's set up, it's the driver's responsibility to maintain control of the vehicle at all times, even with these systems that they have. So it would have been my fault. Because it doesn't have approval for, you know, autonomous driving right now. But if it had autonomous driving, I don't know, I guess it would have to not do that ever. You can't just do that when the car's driving itself. Yeah, if you've had that happen to you before, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think it is. Is there dirt on the cameras? Is there something blocking the radar? Who knows? Or some other malfunction. Like, it doesn't tell me anything specific, so I don't know. Saying, yeah, we're going to do a lane change here. Well, Denise, what do you think about that system shutting off? So you've been with me many times. Have you ever seen it just shut off for no reason? When it's on AutoPilot?
If you didn't have your hands on the wheel, then yeah, sometimes it has put you in AutoPilot jail. But I've never seen it just shut down while you were navigating on AutoPilot on the highway.
Yeah, because it's dangerous. It can be a very, very dangerous situation. Just if it suddenly shuts off like that. Alright, now let's see how we handle this car. So AutoPilot's being a little more aggressive here with this car. That car just wasn't being aggressive at all. And let's see if we were able to get off of 495 and on the 95, because I don't know if we were able to do it last time. Okay, it's going to change lanes, so we know for sure we'll be getting off. Okay, I get the smoky truck. I turn on the bioweapons defense. There we go. I've found that you got to do that in advance if you want that stuff to not get into the car. And eventually, if you turn it on, it will get the smoke out of the car, but it takes a little bit of time. So no real traffic on this video, which I'm glad. I don't like to be stuck in traffic no matter where, but made it for a little bit less interesting video. But I think it was more interesting that the system shut off like the way it did. That's definitely a problem if it happens on a regular basis with people's cars. And like I said, it hasn't happened on a regular basis for me, but just the fact that it happened at all, and I don't even know why it did. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Let me know why you think that might have happened. Look at all those trucks lined up. Alright, let's go back to regular. Okay, well that's it for this video. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up and the bell for notifications. Oh, I need to go faster. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.